2 on your sides. Nate Benson is live outside Buffalo Creek Casino to break down the rise in sports betting in New York State. Nate?
Yeah, hey there. Good evening, Mary Alice. Lots of excitement heading into this weekend's wild card game between the Bills and the Dolphins, and the stakes will be high on the field and off.
You could bet on the point spread, you could bet on the over and unders, you could bet on Josh Allen rushing yards, passing yards.
Billy Odell is the sportsbook manager at the Buffalo Creek Casino. The casino opened their sportsbook back in 2019, but it really wasn't until 2022 where they had a full year of operations that weren't impacted by the pandemic.
Well, that means more excitement in the sportsbook.
Now, we're certainly not advocating that you place a wager, and like anything, it can become addicting rather quickly.
My sportsbook is going to change the game, people!
But with the countless sportsbook ads inundating you on a daily basis, it's hard to ignore the fact that it's now in the mainstream versus what it once was.
There's so many sports bettors now. 20 years ago, it was very underground betting, right? But now everything's out in the open.
Including mobile sports betting, which was legalized in New York just about a year ago and has seen a meteoric rise in usage this year. Data gathered by Sportsbook Review indicates that online sports betting has grown in New York by 8,000% from 2021 through 2022. According to the New York State Gaming Commission's most recent report, over $16.1 billion has been wagered on mobile sports books in 2022. New York State collects 51% of the net revenues from each sports book operating in the state, and between January of last year through today, the state collected over $690 million in taxes. That money that's collected like the lottery is supposed to help fund education in the state. The state says $5 million of those collected taxes is spent on youth sports in underserved communities, and $6 million to fund gambling education. The remaining $679 million, the state simply says, is for education aid. Back at the Buffalo Creek Casino, Odell says that mobile betting doesn't really impact business because their bettors are looking for a different experience overall.
When you're at home, you're sitting there, you might be with your family, a couple friends. Here you're with all different sports players, right? They all love the Bills. They're all here to bet. They're all sharing what they bet, what they feel is going to be the winner. It's a different animal.
And again, if you are placing a wager this weekend, make sure you're doing so responsibly. And Mary Alice, I can neither confirm nor deny any of my kids' college tuition is riding on this game, but, go Bills.
Yeah.
Reporting live in downtown Buffalo, Nate Benson, Channel 2 News.
Yes, safe to say Mrs. Benson is watching closely tonight. Thank you, Nate.